wonderful guest speaker. We all know that Rotary is an international organization, and we have got what 33,000 clubs. And one of the charms that I have whenever I'm traveling overseas is to do a physical makeup. And our wonderful friend Megan has also done the same thing. She has done a makeup or two, and she's going to tell us about that and also raise a international toast for us. So please join me in welcoming Megan Tilley.
It's a bit difficult without our proper lectern, so I'll try and make do. Guests and fellows, I was very lucky over the last 2 weeks to visit my ex-hometown, Honolulu, Hawaii. And during that time, I attended 2 makeups at Rotary clubs therein. My first makeup was at the Rotary Club of Honolulu, which meets in the Royal Hawaiian, the Pink Palace ballroom. It has a fabulous view, and they have 400 members, and it's a very big production, and they do a lot of fabulous things. I exchanged banners with President Buon. I received this from the Rotary Club of Honolulu.
Thank you.
Okay. But I would like, thank you very much, but I would like, however, to propose an international toast to the Rotary Club of Waikiki. Now, when I was last in Honolulu, which would have been 2, maybe 3 years ago, I tried to find the Rotary Club of Waikiki and I couldn't find it. And it appears that at that time, they were in the process of moving from one venue to the other, so I was very lucky to find it this time. The Rotary Club of Waikiki meets at the Pacific Beach Hotel. You take the 3rd floor elevator, and you get out and see a huge banner that says, "Welcome to the Rotary Club of Waikiki, the friendly club." And I have to say, it is one of the friendliest clubs I've ever visited. They had a buffet lunch very similar to our dinner here, and it cost $20 American. I was registered at the front door, welcomed very severely by a very dedicated registration greeter service chair by the name of Kathy Higa. She was my best friend for the entire day. It was fabulous. I also luckily chose a day when the district governor was attending. Laura Steelquist was there, and she was employed to induct a new member for their club. She was also very friendly, contrary to past district governors. Sorry, Ron. Unfortunately, the club president, Chad Adams, was absent, but the meeting was chaired by past president, Mick Minicola. All the guests were introduced by the sergeant. They had a chance to explain their presence in the club at that meeting. Their RILA attendee was also present, and she was acknowledged. And then came the visiting Rotarians. And let me say, this was a novelty to me because I've never been introduced in this manner. As the newest visitor, I was presented with a shell lei and a pin of the club, which I'm wearing. And past District Governor Phil Sammer asked the club greeters, who they call the Motley Crew, to come up and sing me a welcome to their club. I tell you, it went on for 3 verses, and I was so embarrassed at the end of it because they just got me down to a T and they only just met me. After that stunning introduction to the club, I was asked to introduce myself and my club. I mentioned our membership, which at that time stood at 37, and our major event, the St. Ives Food and Wine Festival, our participation in the district at the Bobbin Head Soccer Classic, and our involvement in the graffiti removal project. I presented our banner and received their banner in return. Thank you, past President Buon. The meeting itself was very casual. Then District Governor Laura was asked to perform the induction, and we had, as the guest speaker, a participant in a Japanese exchange program, Charlene Parker, who spent 1 month from her high school in Waikiki in a high school in Japan. She had to speak Japanese, and she did a very excellent presentation on that. The Rotary Club of Waikiki is 77 years old. It has on its website 75 members, but in its bulletin it says it only has 12. I don't understand that. They have 20 past district governors in their club. It was organized on May 15th, excuse me, 1939, by members of the Rotary Club of Honolulu. Waikiki Rotary was founded as the second Rotary Club in Honolulu, the third on Oahu, which is the main island, and the sixth in the territory of Hawaii. As was the custom in Hawaii in the 1950s for businesses and financial institutions to close at noon on Wednesdays, they moved to have their meetings on Wednesday so that the Rotarians could proceed to the golf course after the meeting or socialize in the lounge. Thank you, Russell. Waikiki Rotarians refer to their club as the Friendly Club. Many other Rotarians that I met at the Rotary Club of Honolulu mentioned the Friendly Club of Waikiki. And as Waikiki is a favorite Rotary makeup for traveling Rotarians all over the world, I strongly suggest if you have the opportunity to go and meet with them and have a great meeting. They close every meeting by reciting the four-way test with a twist. Do we all know the four-way test by heart? Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And lastly, is it fun? Please join me by being upstanding and toasting the Rotary Club of Waikiki. Thank you very much, Past President.